This video is going to talk you through how to find the surface area of cones and pyramids. So, we're going to start with surface area of a pyramid. So again, just like surface area of a rectangular prism and a triangular prism, we just need to think about what shapes do we see here, right? So what I see is I see a square at the bottom of our pyramid, all right? And then I see 4 triangles that are all going to be the same height and the same length. So I have 2 here, and then I have 2 around the other side that hits the other corners. So I'm going to start with the base, and I'm going to label it A, because that's the easiest one to do. So A, and I'm going to work up here. A is going to be length times width. So A is going to be 4 times 4, which is 16 yards squared. All right, so that's the easy part. Now we have 4 other triangles. All right, so I'm going to label them as B, and I'm going to say 4B. And again, that's to remind myself that I need 4 of whatever the answer is. So 4 times whatever the answer is. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So I just substitute in my base and my height. So 1/2 base, which is 4, and height, which is 8.2, because it's given to us by that red dotted line. All right, and notice this is the height of the side of the triangle. So it's the height of the triangle of the pyramid, but it's the height of the triangle, which is the side of the pyramid, but it's not the actual height of the pyramid. So just think about that for a second. The actual height would be from the tip straight down. All right, so those are different heights there. All right, so we keep multiplying out. A equals 1/2 4 times 8.2, which equals 32.8. Divide by 2, A equals 16.4. Okay, but remember there are 4 of them, so we need to multiply that answer by 4. So the area of every single triangle together up there is 65.6 yards squared. Again, it's area. All right, so we take the area of all the triangles plus the area of the square, and we get 81.6. So the surface area equals 81.6 yards squared. All right, in my opinion, pyramids are a lot easier than triangular prisms, because generally we just have 2 shapes that we're working with. All right, so I kind of talked about this before, but we got to note that there is a difference between the slant height of a pyramid and the actual height of the pyramid. And another word for slant height is lateral height. All right, so realize that it starts with an L. Okay, that's important. And the slant height is how we find the surface area of the pyramid. So naturally, slant height is also going to help us find the surface area of a cone. All right, so on your screen here, I have the formula for surface area of a cone, not a cylinder. So let's ignore that and put cone. All right, so I would like you to write this down at the top of your paper. Okay, so you know what the R stands for. Oops. You know what the R stands for, the radius. And you know what this R stands for. It also stands for the radius. But now we have this L. Told you to remember that lateral started with an L. So L is going to stand for slant height. All right, this should help you, okay? This part right here is finding the area of that circle, and this part right here is finding the area of that cone shape. So all we have to do is substitute in. So we're going to continue. SA equals pi. Okay, remember this is not the radius. Right now we have the diameter, so the radius is going to be 22 divided by 2, which is 11. So pi times 11 squared plus pi times 11 times 24.6. All right, and I'm going to keep working this out. So surface area equals 11 squared is 121 pi plus, we're going to multiply 11 times 24.6, which is 270.6 pi. All right, so if you think back to combining like terms, we have a pi and we have a pi. So we can add the numbers in front of the pi's, all right, because they are like terms. So my answer in terms of pi is going to add 121 plus 270. And I'm going to get the surface area to be 391.6 pi. All right, so that's my answer in terms of pi, because when we have circles, write it in terms of pi. And then my next answer is going to be to multiply this out times pi to get my surface area to be 1,230.25 when I round feet squared, because it's the surface area. All right, that one should be easy for you because you have a formula, but rewrite the formula every time so you get it in your minds. All right, you are ready to work on your own. Take your time. Think about what shapes you see and how many of them there are. Remember, surface area of a cone is pi r squared plus pi rl. And you really need to have that memorized. All right, if you have questions, please ask.